ESPN's February features a blizzard of sports excitement. The USFL is back. Defending champion Michigan kicks off our coverage against Chicago in the season opener. Don't forget the greatest basketball schedule ever. We've got more than 50 games on tap with Georgetown, North Carolina, and Kentucky, just some of our national notables. February sets the pace with SportsCenter's Olympic edition, and we'll serve up live first-round Davis Cup action. The NBA is heading our way with the Celtics and Sixers leading the charge, plus a slam dunk and old-timers party. February means fisticuffs. Top-ranked boxing puts you ringside for 4 knockout live cards. FIS World Cup skiing returns to the slope, and meet ESPN Sports Plus for topical nightly sports talk. The rest of your February favorites are back. College basketball report, inside football, down the stretch, and inside the PGA Tour will warm up your winter. Get set for a total sports February on ESPN, where the cheering never stops.
This bud's for you. There's no one else who does it quite the way you do. So here's to you. You know it isn't only what you say, it's what you do. For all you do, this bud's for you. For all you do. Fun's for you.
Feel it, feel it, feel it. And not seem to feel it. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Nothing else comes close.
It's here. Noxzema Shave Cream for extra sensitive skin. Feel that soothing blue lather protecting you from irritation. Feel the closeness. Feel the comfort.
Nothing else comes close.
Medicated Noxzema Shave Cream for extra sensitive skin.
Not seem to feel it. Feeling nothing else comes close.
And that's where I want to be.
As a boy, Davis Finney watched a race that became the beginning of a dream.
Sometimes it seems incredibly tough. Only with a team, you don't even think about quitting.
But traditionally, America's cyclists have had to train without the advantage of proper facilities. At 7-Eleven, we believe our Olympic athletes should have the freedom to become the best. So we built a track in Colorado for them to train on. And to make sure they have a place to compete, we've also built the first Olympic-class velodrome in America.
We've come this far. I think we can take it.
The 1984 Olympic Velodrome in Los Angeles. 7-Eleven, the dream begins with freedom.
Look who's coming!
It's the Big Cheese! Hail to the Cheez-Ums, the Big Cheese of potato chips. Here come the Cheez-Ums, the Big Cheese is here.
New Pringles Cheez-Ums. With so much cheese flavor and tangy spices, they taste cheesier than the leading national cheese chip.
Oh, but it's the Big Cheese!
Put out your hand and take your lips for the Big Cheese taste of potato chips. Hail to the Cheez-Ums, the Big Cheese is here.
Even though Hewlett-Packard technology has produced a number of firsts, some of you still don't know who we are. Or maybe now you will. Introducing the touchscreen personal computer, the Hewlett-Packard 150. By merely touching the screen, you can find an address, move a paragraph, change a forecast, make a chart with just your finger. Now nothing stands between you and what you can become. Hewlett-Packard personal computers, setting you free.
Hi, honey. I'm at Tri Honda, and I just bought an Accord LX.
But I wanted a hatchback.
It's got a great AM/FM stereo cassette deck standard.
But I need a hatchback for Matthew Stroller.
Oh, a digital clock, cruise control, power steering standard.
But the hatchback has a split fold-down rear seat.
Oh, and a new, more powerful 12-valve engine.
Dave.
And a big, beautiful hatchback.
You You never listen to me.
bounces up. The Rinky has blocked.
The best never comes easy. That's why there's nothing else like
You
it.
guys getting the hang of this?
Bud Light.
Okay, run it my way. Now!
Bring out your best.
Bud Light. Bring out your best.
Your best deserves the best.
Bud Light.
The less filling light beer with a first name and taste.
The Rinky's got some moves, huh?
Saturday, two of the nation's top offenses go on the attack at ESPN's exclusive live CFA showdown. The Air Force Falcons look to fly downfield against the Black Knights of Army. Find out which wishbone snaps in this Service Academy rivalry. It's live Saturday on ESPN.
The Irish offense will keep you on your toes, as Navy is well aware. The two teams meet in the Meadowlands, live next on your source for sports.
This is ESPN, the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
A medal hope in the Nordic combined skiing event go out the window today with a controversial judge's decision, and the top woman in the luge from the United States crashed into a wall. So it has not been a very good day for the situation in Sarajevo tonight, as it is still snowing. But the high winds which have hit here have been decreasing rapidly. Tonight, officials announced that they want to hold the men's downhill tomorrow.
It's my kind of course, and I've been winning the bottom section pretty steadily by a half second and even more sometimes. And when you got that much of an advantage in a certain spot, you know, usually a downhill course is won by hundreds and stuff like that. And when you're winning a section,
was way down the list in the Nordic combined, and it was a competitor from Norway that was in the top slot. This is after the jumping competition. Tom Sandberg of Norway compiled over 214 points. We'll have more on that controversy coming up in a minute, and we'll update you on the hockey situation in Sarajevo right after this break.
The party the office was throwing for the personal computer was getting a little dull. It seemed compatibility was the problem, until one latecomer arrived with a stunning solution, the Sperry PC. It ran all IBM-compatible software and communicated with something a lot of people had in common, the main computer, Sperry's, IBM's, or both. The Sperry PC. It's what the personal computer should have been in the first place.
1984 is the year of aerodynamics. Every car company seems obsessed with it. At Volvo, we're concerned with aerodynamics, too. In fact, the Volvo 760 GLE is very aerodynamic indeed. But through all this development and testing, Volvo engineers never forgot one thing. No matter how aerodynamic you make a car, it could someday encounter something a little stronger than the wind.
If you play your video recordings a lot, you need a more durable videotape. Maxell HGX.
While you're away, Sonny, don't forget your exercises. 1, 2.
With HGX, you can play your recordings over
1, 2.
and over
1, 2.
and still get a great picture. Maxell HGX, the long-term videotape.
1, 2.
Maxell, it's worth it.
Bigger engines were easy on oil. But today's smaller, higher revving engines are tougher. They can break down an oil's viscosity within 1,500 miles. That's why there's Castrol. Tests show Castrol suffers no significant breakdown of viscosity even after 5,000 miles. So use Castrol, because if you make things too hard on your engine could make things hard on you. Castrol, engineered for smaller cars.
ESPN's Thursday kicks off with SportsCenter. We'll preview the bowl games, survey the NFL playoff picture, and bring you the latest hoop scoops. Then catch PKA's World Middleweight Championship. Jean-Yves Theriault defends his title against #1 contender Rodney Batista. And we'll stay ringside as Derek McGuire and Brett Summers put their undefeated records on the line. It's a lightweight showdown live on Top Rank Boxing. ESPN rings your bell Thursday.
Of the United States ever winning a medal in the Olympics in the hockey competition this year officially ended today when it ended up USA 3 and Norway 3. The first points the U.S. hockey team has gained in this Olympics, but after consecutive losses to Canada and Czechoslovakia, and now this tie, the USA is officially eliminated with a 3-3 tie. They only have 2 games to go. They won't get them into the medal round, but they need to try to win one to keep from becoming the first USA hockey team to go through a Winter Olympics without coming up with the win. Here's how the scoring went period by period. Norway got the first goal. Bergson got it at 11:31. Paul Gay countered for the U.S. to tie the game. And then Pat LaFontaine got his first goal of these from behind in that last period to gain the tie. Norway, not a strong hockey team, had been outscored 26-6 in its previous 2 games. They lost both of those games. Other in Sarajevo, as reported earlier, the United States medal hopes in the Nordic combined skiing suffered a blow today when Pat Ahern, who was in first place, had 2 of his 3 jumps wiped out. George Grande, joined by Peter Graves, with more on that coming. Okay?
For the first time in 3 days Saturday, we had the opportunity not to have the weather as the major story at Sarajevo, but still the news was not good news, and it is news that in terms of our 2 best bets as far as the Nordic combined competition is concerned, really wiped them out of the picture. We're talking about Pat Ahern, and we're talking also about Terry Lynch, both of them, by virtue of the fact their previously good runs were wiped out, or really out of the competition.
George, I'm not happy about it, and it's continued frustration for American athletes in Sarajevo. What happened is simply this. Pat Ahern, going into the second round, was in second place. He had 2 of the best jumps in the competition. They started going down to the K point, which marks the point where the landing hill begins to flatten out. Anytime you get jumps down there, the jury must meet and say whether the competition should continue. Now, there were only 4 jumpers to go in that second round. Instead of letting it continue, they canceled that second round. As far as I know, this is quite unprecedented in ski jumping.
Put it in perspective again, the first half of the Nordic combined is over. The second half will take place. The cross-country half will take place tomorrow. But with this handicap, the United States hopes are certainly dim at this point in time. Put it in perspective, the whole cross-country race will take about 45 minutes. The penalty of losing today will put Ahern about a minute and a half behind the starters, the leader going in. It'll also put Kerry Lynch 3 minutes or more behind the starters. So as you can see, the chances for medals for the United States are pretty dim for Sunday. Peter, thanks again for being with us here in our Olympic Day. We'll be back with more on this ESPN Special Olympic edition of SportsCenter, but first, let's take a look at Sunday's schedule.
Barron's tells you more than what has happened or is happening in investments. Barron's tells you what will happen. A smart investor can take it from there.
You can get the next 26 issues of Barron's for $36. Just call 800-554-9000. Call today, and you'll also get as a bonus the helpful booklet, The ABCs of Market Forecasting. That's 26 issues of Barron's, plus the bonus booklet for just $36. Call 800-554-9000 now.
This spot's for you. There's no one else who does it quite the way you do. So here's to you. For all you do, you know the king of beers is coming. For all you do, this spot's for you. This spot's for you. Only for you now.
A job, housework, kids. As a busy woman myself, I understand how you sometimes need to escape. I'm Lucille Roberts, and I designed my spas for women like you. My computers create your own workout program. You can lose weight, inches, and have fun, all for a tiny price.
Only $1.35 each per week during our 2-for-1 sale. Get your annual membership now.
At Lucille Roberts, we understand busy women.
Now there's more reason than ever to use Listerine antiseptic twice a day. You see, recent clinical tests prove that Listerine kills the germs that can cause plaque buildup, as well as killing the germs that can cause bad breath. After regular brushing and rinsing with Listerine, you can reduce plaque buildup by up to 50%. So when you use Listerine in the morning and Listerine at night,
You're fighting plaque for better oral hygiene.
Listerine, twice a day.
fights plaque.
For better oral hygiene.
Of the medals won today in the Winter Olympics, the United States once again came up empty-handed. The U.S. has yet to win a medal so far in this competition. Crashed into the wall in the final stretch. He flipped over, was able to finish, but is now dropped from 8th to 16th place. Rydell is 21st, and the Magella is number 22. The fourth and final run for the women is coming up on Sunday. The United States medal hope is Jeff Hasting. Peter Gray profiles this young man.
If there is one Winter Olympic sport where an American could really pull an upset, it has got to be ski jumping. In a sport which has been dominated by Scandinavians and Eastern Europeans for years, U.S. jumper Jeff Hastings has quietly emerged as a legitimate medal threat in Sarajevo. Jeff placed 11th overall in last year's World Cup, and he's currently in the top 5 in the standings, and became only the third American in history to win a World Cup event on the 90-meter hill at Lake Placid this year.
That is in everyone's mind, including my own. But basically, our coaches are really good. They're not pushing medals. No one's even thinking medals, and that's kind of nice for us. We're not expected to do anything, yet we have a lot of talent that something could easily come through. So if we throw something in there, we're going to wow everybody, and if we don't, nobody's going to notice anyway. So we're in a good position to go in there and try and do something.
Jason's worked hard for 4 years now with me since I began the program. I think that he's become a complete athlete now. He psychologically and physically, he is ready to do a very, very good in Sarajevo. I guess I would never predict about if we can take a medal because of the fact of the variables involved in our sport. But I think we've done our homework. I think we've really worked hard. We've prepared well. The program is good, and the athletes are ready. So I think our chances are better than ever.
With the incredible number of variables in ski jumping and being away from the friendly hills of Lake Placid, U.S. Motor Team Director Jim Page has high hopes. But He's cautiously and home favorite Primo Zulaga, as well as a host of others. So let's not expect a medal, but don't be too surprised if the wind shifts in the U.S. direction. I'm Peter Graves, ESPN.
If you want high performance from your tape deck, get the high performance tape. Maxell, it's worth it.
Where do business people turn every week for the dramatic events that unfold in business every week? Business Week. In Business Week, you meet face-to-face with all the decision makers who influence your decisions. Week after week, you'll pick up crucial signals right from the source. You'll get an inside look at the corporate game plan and corporate posture. It's all there for you, week after week, in the most concise, accessible form possible. Business Week.
Subscribe to Business Week right now, and you'll get 32 issues at the low basic rate of only $24.95, a savings of more than 60% off the cover price. And along with your paid subscription, Business Week will send you one more valuable business week. Business Week telephone, free. Business Week. It's one business opportunity you don't want to miss. Order now.
You want to call toll free, 1-800-544-1000. 1-800-544-1000.
Tonight's Olympic Digest is a profile of U.S. figure skaters Kitty and Peter Carruthers. After yesterday's short programs, they are tied for second place. Now, the Carruthers have been working on a quadruple spin, which has never been attempted before in the Olympic competition, but their coach says it is very unlikely now that they will try that daring move after placing so high yesterday in the short program, which counts for 20% of the total score. Greg Gumbel profiles the Carruthers, an American medal hope in pairs figure skating.
We both have one goal, and that is to do the best we can both possibly do, without really thinking of medals and all that, just keeping everything basic and simple the way it should be and not making it hard and more difficult than it really is. Being close, skating, with very good unison and harmony and being exciting.
If you're not a devotee of pair skating or skating in general, you're probably a bit in the dark on Kitty and Peter Carruthers.
Press inside that this is like it's meant to be. We should be on this ice.
We create a magic and a special feeling that is no other feeling like it. It's like we were meant to skate together and we were meant to perform and to make people feel good about us skating.
It's obvious that Peter and Kitty enjoy what they do, hard work notwithstanding. With every outing, their stock goes up. How high is it now? No one can tell. Which brings the inevitable question of who will win the pair skating gold at Sarajevo.
Everybody has their strengths. Everybody has their weakness. And at this point, we have beaten all those teams at one time or another, and they have done so to us. So no one has a shoe in. I wouldn't want to bet on the event.
Having barely missed the bronze medal at Lake Placid 4 years ago, the Carruthers are expected to win a medal at Sarajevo. The gold? Well, they aren't the favorite, but experts refuse to count them out. I'm Greg Gumbel, ESPN.
Gold, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in, 'cause you are gold.
Shumway?
I'm quitting.
But I still need 30 copies of this report.
I'm a slave to that lousy copy it.
Not anymore. This way, gentlemen. Look, the new automated desktop copier from Toshiba.
The DD7812.
the Toshiba BD7812, the new automated copier that practically runs itself.
For years, people have been fantasizing about what cars will look like in the year 2000. Well, fantasize no longer. Because one car you may be seeing next century is here today. The 1984 Volvo. Statistics show the average life expectancy of a Volvo is over 60 years. Which means instead of fantasizing about cars in the next century, you can own one that could make it there. Volvo, the car you can believe in.
Bigger engines were easy on oil. But today's smaller, higher revving engines are tougher. They can break down an oil's viscosity within 1,500 miles. That's why there's Castrol. Tests show Castrol suffers no significant breakdown of viscosity even after 5,000 miles. So use Castrol, because if you make things too hard on your engine could make things hard on you. Castrol, engineered for smaller cars.
The party the office was throwing for the personal computer was getting a little dull. It seemed compatibility was the problem, until one latecomer arrived with a stunning solution, the Sperry PC. It ran all IBM-compatible software and communicated with something a lot of people had in common, the main computer, Sperry's, IBM's, or both. The Sperry PC. It's what the personal computer should have been in the first place.
Well, that brings you up to date on what happened today in Sarajevo. Tomorrow, 70-meter ski jumping, figure skating, cross-country skiing, and more. And we'll be back with another Olympic edition of SportsCenter at 6:30 Eastern Time tomorrow night. But more to come on this one-hour edition of the SportsCenter. Lou Palmer, Roger Twibell, coming up with college basketball scores and highlights in just a minute.
This is ESPN, the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
Things started to get out of hand in the seventh when Lopez was knocked down, or so we thought.
A left hand by Veloz, and down goes Lopez on his back. He's having trouble getting up. Martin Tabor didn't even pick up the count. That's amazing. He didn't pick up the count because he saw him getting up. Where is it written that he was going to get up? Anyway, another left hand, and down goes Lopez again.
He's in bad trouble.
There's no count, no mandatory 8 count. There is a 3 knockdown rule. If Lopez goes down again, the fight is over. And Veloz, sensing the opportunity, takes it to him with a big left hand, a right, and down goes Lopez. This fight is over.
No, it isn't. The referee didn't even give him a mandatory 8 count.
That was a 3rd knockdown. This fight was supposed to be over. Well, Veloz is taking matters into his own hands. says, if you're not going to stop it, I'm going to stop it.
Take a look at it again. Bellows with the left hand high on the head. Right there. That's a slip, huh?
Yeah, he fell down for a punt.
Okay, thanks very much. And you voted in favor of Rafael Lopez, 50-48.
Yeah, right.
The other two judges had a 46-43, 47-44.
I took a point away from the other guy because I won him a couple times.
Seems like a very hard judgment. I'm going to be honest with you, Tabor.
You've been laughing at it. I've been refereeing for 36 years. That's longer than your boy.
Well, I'm a little older than that, but once again, I refute the charge that they weren't knocked down. Here is the second so-called slip in the 7th round.
You see, look, try it again.
My friend, you're losing your footing because you're getting whacked in the head. Congratulations anyway to Rafael Lopez, who went down but wasn't considered to be down. They were considered slips. I think he did a good imitation of a bouncing ball. We'll continue on ESPN after this timeout.
When do you say LA?
I love parties. Big ones, small ones, I like them because I'm the life of the party. My idea of a good time is not sleeping with a lot of coats. I say LA at parties. It's a great tasting premium beer from Anheuser-Busch with half the alcohol. Sometimes it's the perfect thing to say. So I can have fun and I won't end up sleeping with the coats.
Hi, George.
Nice coat. I might change my mind. Hi.
LA. Sometimes it's the perfect thing to say.
Brace yourself, folks. Looks like the coldest day of the year.
Good thing you got a new battery, Harry.
New battery. A Sears battery with a 60-month warranty is now $49.99 at Sears Tire and Auto Center. And save on almost every tire. Weather handler steel-belted radials are as low as $4 for $99 at Sears, where we install confidence.
Well, got the battery.
You pick up the kids, Harry?
There's more for your life
The kids.
at Sears.
The long-jumping Carol Lewis is just one of the athletes competing in the Sunkissed Invitational Track Meet, live in Los Angeles, next.
Saturday, a live ACC twin bill delivers 2 top 10 teams. It's Virginia and Clemson in the opener, Duke and North Carolina next. Then another highly ranked team takes the floor when Indiana battles conference foe Ohio State. Can the Hoosiers hang on to their place in the polls? There's more Big Ten action coming later when Iowa and Michigan lock horns live. It's Midwest basketball muscle at its best. ESPN's hoop lineup's the strongest by a long shot. Saturday.
1983, this part-time auto mechanic came to Miami to battle highly touted Juan Arroyo. He's hitting to the boxing phrase, hitting south of the border. There's power in this first round. And down he goes. It is a knockdown. It looked like a low blow.
That's a break.
Arroyo down early. And again, Arroyo goes. Davis is down again. It looks like a low blow. Eckert didn't see it. Way low punch. What a low blow knockdown. Good. And again, right to the body. And that one is low. That was low. And they're stopping the fight. I think Arroyo is disqualified. That one was very low. Now, I don't know whether they're going to disqualify him or not. I think they have disqualified Juan Arroyo for low blows.
We know how much you love sports. So what would it take to get you to pick up the phone and order Sports Illustrated? A free trip to the World Series? Sorry. How about a discount when you subscribe? Say 10% off? 25%? 35%? How about almost 50% off the cover price? That's a savings of nearly $1 on every issue. And you fast break into basketball right through the NBA playoffs. Plus coverage of hockey, baseball, and football. No one captures the spirit of the game better than Sports Illustrated. So why aren't you dialing? All right. What if we also include Sports Illustrated's 1985 baseball preview issue with profiles, feature stories, and predictions for every division, every team? More? How about our famous swimsuit issue that covers one of the most exciting spectator sports under the sun? Not enough? Well, are you a baseball fan? We'll take you from spring training to the heat of the pennant races. More? Okay, we'll even give you this free 1985 baseball schedule for every major league team. So, how about a final bonus? This exclusive Sports Illustrated AM/FM sound set. It's your personal hi-fi complete with headphones. So why aren't you pressing those pretty little buttons? Oh, the phone number. It's 1-800-221-3200. 30 issues of Sports Illustrated for 3 easy monthly installments of just $9.89. That's almost half off the cover price, including the baseball preview and the swimsuit issue, plus this 1985 baseball schedule and AM/FM personal hi-fi, free with your paid subscription. So now what?
I can't see the phone number.
It's 1-800-221-3200. Call now.
As Paul Bentley stopped the fight with Marola on his feet.
And when you talk about engaging characters, none outstrips Wilbert Vampire Johnson. Broad won't let you forget he's around. He knocked Franco Thomas down here, but normally his interviews are better than his fights. There's your ESPN belt. You retained it. Now, Franco Thomas is not an easy man to knock out. That's for sure.
For sure.
You were able to do that. You hurt him with the left hook.
Did you see that?
I noticed it, yeah. You were also doing some excellent body work. Let's take a look and let you see the knockout, okay? I know that's what you're waiting for. Here we go. First knockdown.
All right, watch this. My legs are spread. Oh, left hook. Right hand. Got him on the top of the head. Wasn't thorough. I hurried to the corner. Gradually, of course. But you're forgetting this old cliche, you can never judge a book by its cover. Each day is a promising new event in the chapter of James Broad's progression to the heavyweight crown of the world.
8, 9, good night, sweet prince. Kay Bentley has knocked out John Lucicero in the 5th round. Robbie Sims and Iran Barkley may never win world titles, but they won the hearts of ESPN viewers with an incredible 1984 brawl.
Way through the 5th. He's landing on Barkley. Barkley with a big right hand. Sims is shaken up. Sims trying to fight him off. Sims fighting on guts alone here. They exchange again. Blood coming from the nose of Robbie Sims. Barkley lands with a left and a right. Sims straight land, and again, a straight left and a right by Sims scores. Wow, they continue to go back and forth.
New Mexico's Tommy Cordova has provided us with a series of wildly exciting fights in the last year and a half, and one of the best came against another ESPN mainstay, Freddie Rhodes. This 10th round action was typical of Cordova's narrow decision win. It was the usual gritty performance by both men.
When American business hits the road, American business stops at Hilton, America's business address.
Everybody, Gail Gardner in the SportsCenter newsroom. Beaten by the San Diego Chargers in overtime, 34-28 on the 25-yard run by Buford McGee. That was the winning score. The Chargers beating the Dolphins 34-28. Elsewhere, the Giants move into a 3-way tie for first with the Washington and Dallas as they beat St. Louis 16-10. We'll have a report on that game from Chris Berman. Eagles upsetting the Redskins 16-10. Rookie Andre Waters returning a kickoff 89 yards. The Bills win their first game of the season and knocking off the Cowboys 14-3. Rookie running back Greg Bell, 206 yards and both Bills touchdowns. We will take a break and I'll be back with more on this SportsCenter update right after this timeout.
Monday night on ESPN, the Steelers and the Saints match up man-to-man in a preview of the game in New Orleans. The outcome is up in the air. When Danny Abramovich played the game, the Saints were just getting off the ground. He was too small and too slow, but he became an NFL superstar. Then the seasons changed with a special college basketball preview. We'll cover all the big men on campus from preseason practice to playoffs. It's all here Monday on ESPN.
Elsewhere in the National Football League this Sunday, the Denver Broncos winning their 10th straight as they bombed the Vikings 42-21. John Elway had the best day of his career, tossing 5 touchdown passes. The Raiders end their 3-game losing streak as they beat the Kansas City Chiefs 17-7. Rod Martin returning a fumble, 77 yards for the score.
Not weekly, not bi-weekly, today's business news today, so you can use it today.
Get the next 6 months of the Wall Street Journal delivered for just $56, only 44 cents a day. To order, phone 800-372-3000. That's 6 months over 125 issues for just $56. Phone 800-372-3000 today.
One score in the NBA to tell you about in the third period. Indiana leads the Boston Celtics 60-54. We'll have another update later. Now let's go out to Nevada, the Caesar Tahoe Billiards Classic.
This ESPN event is brought to you by Corner Pockets of America, Incorporated. For franchise information, call Billings, Montana.
ESPN, the source for sports, presents the Caesars Tahoe Billiards Classic, today featuring Jim Rempe and Nick Varner. Few places in the United States can compare with the awesome beauty of Lake Tahoe. These splendid surroundings are the setting for a top tournament on the billiards tour. Hi, everybody. I'm Irv Brown, and this is what it's all about in the tournament. The bottom line, the winner is going to go on and play in the finals. He has a chance to win the $15,000. The loser gets $7,500, and he goes home. I'm working with Alan Hopkins, a guy who's been in this position many times. And, Alan, how are these players thinking? What are they thinking about? You describe.
Well, they're definitely thinking win, Irv. They want to win this match because it means a lot more money to them. It means a chance to win the tournament. So they're definitely going to play hard.
Jim Rempe is a guy who did a lot of sitting in his last match. Buddy Hall didn't let him anywhere near the table. Now, what is Jim Rempe thinking about? He's got to have a little better effort this time as far as getting up off the seat and doing some things. Balls on the break, had a combo. Nick Varner is ready to play.
He definitely is the man to beat right now. He's playing great. He's breaking the balls hard. He's running out, and he's got to be the man to beat right now. He beat Earl Strickland. Earl Strickland was the favorite up to that point. Remember I had said I thought Earl would win the tournament? Nick beat him. And if he beats Rempe, because Rempe played poorly his last match, he's got to be the favorite.
You know, we've been fooling around with trick shots. We've had a lot of fun. I've made a fool out of myself. I have not made one from my coach, Young Hoppy. I want you to give me one that I can make. Now, what am I going to do with this one, Alan?
Irv, I think you finally found a trick shot you can make. You're going to make all 3 balls in one shot. You're going to pocket the 8 ball on the side, the 5 ball in the corner, and the 9 ball in the opposite corner by hitting the 5 ball first.
Don't bet the title of your car on this one.
Give it a try. Very good, Irv.
Piece of cake, folks. When you know what you're doing, I got a great coach, Young Hoppy, Alan Hopkins, the world 9-ball title holder. But I'll tell you what, we're going to play for real when we come back because we have got a great match. Once again, the winner goes on to the finals. The loser goes home with $7,500. Rempe going against Varner. Stick with us.
Susan! Good times are waiting at the Corner Pocket. Big, juicy hamburgers, smacking good finger foods, topped with your favorite Corner Pocket cocktail.
I never imagined it this good.
Here's dessert. Corner Pocket fun continues with an exciting game of darts. Or shoot your best shot in a game of pool. Let the good times roll at the Corner Pocket.
It's beautiful here. We're at Caesars in Tahoe. This is the Billiards Classic as we get a little different shot. Jim Rempe going against Nick Varner, the race to 9. And Alan, when we talk about 9-ball, why don't you explain the rules of 9-ball?
Yes, 9 balls played with the object balls numbered from 1 through 9. You rack the 9 ball in the center of the rack, and the 1 ball is on the top of the rack. You must hit the 1 ball first. Whoever pockets the 9 ball wins the game if they do it on a legal shot. You must run the balls in numerical order. You spot all balls you make out of turn if it's not a legal hit. You also get ball in hand anywhere on the table if the cue ball scratches or makes an illegal hit.
All right, we're ready to lag. Nick Varner on the left in the blue, and to the right of the screen, Jim Rempe. No tomorrow. Loser finishes third, gets $7,500. The winner will play for the championship a little later on, going against Buddy Hall. Alan, it's interesting if you believe in chalk, that's not a bad lag.
Great lag.
Bill Pierce from the National Tavern News had Jim Rempe a 15-1 choice here. Nick Varner a 20-1 shot, and he picked Jose Perica, the killer from Manila, as his guy. He also liked Mike Siegel and Earl Strickland. Strickland did finish fourth. Mike Siegel got beat a little earlier. So it's interesting how some people handicap Bill Pierce with that excellent magazine. This is Jim Rempe.
He will break the balls, Irv. And if he scratches on the break, it'll be ball behind the line. That's the only time where you do not get cue ball anywhere on the table. He's the only person to beat Nick Varner in this tournament. And he gets a good break.
Well, a little different because last time we saw him, he wasn't doing much of anything. He gets a few down here. Very much against Buddy Hall. I'm not going to give it back. No, didn't give it back in that game at all. Jim Rempe was sensational. He got an opportunity, and he took advantage.
Gwendolyn, in danger, in distress, indisposed. Drenched with desire, falling head over heels into excitement, adventure, exhaustion. Starring Tawny Katane, the screen's newest sensation. Escape to excitement. The Perils of Gwendolyn.
Rated R. Now showing at a theater near you.
Tomorrow, ESPN Super Season continues with a Big Ten battle. Watch the Purdue Boilermakers mix it up with Ohio State's Buckeyes tomorrow.
Well, in every form of competition, this is what it's all about, and we're at Caesars. Nick Varner has been in four major events, has finished in the money 3 times. He's 21-8 this year. That's 72%. On the other side of the coin, Jim Rempe is 61%. Has finished in the money 5 out of 8 major events. Hey, look at this, behind the back. Looks like Pat Fleming, that shot we saw. Now, do you do that? Do you go behind the back?
If it's an easy shot, he doesn't really have much of a shot here. He's just going to try and hit the 1. And he has to make sure he doesn't watch out for a scratch here. He could hit the 1 and scratch. He could hit the 1 and make it, leave himself safe on the 2, which he figures to do if he makes the 1. His main concern is to make sure he hits the 1 and make a legal shot. If he hits it, he'll probably either make the 1 or scratch.
All right, this is the bridge. And this is Nick Varner, who weighed 100 pounds when he won the collegiate championship competing for Purdue. It looks like he's got it. No.
He hit it. He hit it.
He did.
Very lucky just to hit it.
You heard Richard Felix, and that's why you have a referee. Let's take a look at it.
It's the only way you can hit it without making it. Go to the bottom rail and just skin it. Look, he just barely skins it. See it move? It moved and went right back in the same spot, and he got a rail with the cue ball after that.
And that's something you must do. You must get a rail.
Look at this shot here.
You may make 2.
Oh, bad shot.
Nice shot.
Perfect. Perfect.
This man is 3 balls away from going to the finals and playing Buddy Hall. Leads it 8-5. Race to 9. Looks like he'll just hit it easy and keep it pretty much in the middle of the table for the 8. A little bit of follow here. Gonna stop the cue ball out?
No, come over to the side rail and over back again.
It's perfect. Jim Rempe needs this for the win. There it is. Jim Rempe. Boy, he earned that one. Jim Rempe after losing to Buddy Hall. So Rempe over Varner 9-5. Nick Varner earned $7,500. Stick around. We'll be back.
Stock market crash in history rocked the nation yesterday.
On October 24th, 1929, the news that shocked the world didn't surprise everyone. 2 months earlier, Business Week readers were warned about stock prices that seemed unsteady. Business Week was then only a few weeks old. Today, the look of the magazine has changed, but not its significance. Business Week interprets, even anticipates, and that's important, because in business, nobody likes to be taken by surprise.
Business Week magazine revealed this week.
Subscribe to Business Week right now, and you'll get 32 issues at the low basic rate of only $24.95, a savings of more than 60% off the cover price. And along with your paid subscription, Business Week will send you one more valuable business tool, the Business Week Solar Calculator, free. Business Week. It's one business opportunity you don't want to miss. Order now.
Phone toll-free, 1-800-544-1000. That's 1-800-544-1000.
Saturday stars with a live ACC doubleheader. Wake Forest, Virginia, and Johnny Dawkins leads Duke to the hoop against Clemson. More basketball superseason action follows. It's a Big Ten battle as Purdue's Boilermakers look to stop the Ohio State Buckeyes sharpshooters. Then we'll run down the NFL's All-Pro 84 roster. It's a who's who of the men that made some of this season's most spectacular plays. The stars come out Saturday on ESPN.
Alan, it'd be tough to convince people we're working because it's beautiful up here in Lake Tahoe. This is the Caesars Billiard Classic, and this is the finals. Buddy Hall and Jim Rempe. It was tied at 2. Since that time, Buddy Hall has won 4, Jim Rempe won, so it's 6-3, and Buddy to break them.
Oh, we hit those good. Didn't make anything. But he's left Jimmy safe.
Jim Rempe had 2 tough games right out of the chute against Dick Lane, Larry Hubbard. Then he beat Cole Dixon. Those first 2 games, the score was 9-7. Then in his 4th game, he beat Nick Varner 9-7. So he's really had some toughies. Came back and beat Nick Varner 9-5 to reach the finals. Varner finished 3rd.
He'll play a safety here. Bring the 1 ball down to the bottom rail. Oh, he's made a bad shot.
See that rubber thing? The rubber thing. Same thing happened there.
And he's left Buddy a shot on the 1 now.
Buddy Hall looking over the table here. He leads at 6-3.
Not an easy shot. He can make the 1, but he's got to get position on the 2. He's going to hit the 6. And come up and hit the 3. Perfect.
Ooh.
Got a nice roll there.
Runouts after a good break. Well, Buddy Hall, 37% of the time.
He hasn't been making too many balls in the break this session with Jimmy, but he still seems to be ahead. Tells you something.
The amazing stat to me is how many times he has scratched on the break and still undefeated. He's working. There's a lot of people in this room, and it's warm.
He's concerned about getting on the 3 ball here. He doesn't want to hit the 9, and he doesn't want to get left behind the 8. He's going to use a lot of inside English on this shot. You've got to watch he doesn't scratch. Used outside English, and he come around, and he's okay. He'll play the 7, roll down for the 8.
So what you're saying, Alan, you can put this one on the left-hand side, it's a W then.
Well, I'm not betting too much of a betting man, but I'd have to bet you dinner he gets out. No, he said no problem here. I'll play the 8, come off the side rail, play the 9 ball in the side pocket, and he'll be ahead 8-3. And Jim Rempe's in a lot of trouble.
That's it. Well, this man is 9 balls away from $15,000. He leads Jim Rempe 8-3. We'll come back and see if he can win it right after this.
Some people would rather put up with dandruff than use a dandruff shampoo. I guess they think they're too harsh. A shampoo should care for hair. Mine does. Its special self-balancing formula sends dandruff protection only where I need it. On my scalp, not on my hair. And it gently conditions where it's needed. Leaves my hair soft, healthy looking. My shampoo? Yeah, it's a dandruff shampoo. But it's today's Head & Shoulders, and it cares for my hair.
When do you say L.A.?
When I have a lunch meeting with my 3 biggest customers, I say L.A. Who had the side of beef?
When do you say L.A.?
When I sit down for a long night of cards with the boys, I say L.A. How do you play this game anyway?
From Anheuser-Busch, L.A. beer. Great taste with half the alcohol. Sometimes it's the perfect thing to say.
You can say that again. Cut.
L.A. Sometimes it's the perfect thing to say.
If you're a businessman or woman with the brains, drive, and desire to run a growing company, you should be reading Inc. magazine. That's I-N-C, period. Inc. is the only major publication that goes beyond the business news and concentrates on how to run a business, how to manage cash flow to make the most of your money, how to deal out the paychecks and perks to keep yourself and your key people happy, how to find a smart tax lawyer, open new markets, protect your company from computer fraud. Each month you'll get practical, proven ideas like these in Inc. So call today, 800-523-7600. Take advantage of this trial subscription offer at just $18 and look forward to 12 monthly issues of Inc., including these 2 big special issues on America's fastest growing companies. And Inc.'s Guide to Small Business Success is yours free. 800-523-7600. Call now. Toll free, 800-523-7600.
Hi, I'm Mike Massey from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'd like to show you a little shot that came up in one of my matches. The score was 8-8. My opponent breaks, and here's the way the balls end up. I want to hit the 1 and make the 9 for the win. Please go. I won. Thank you.
So Mike Massey makes a nice little shot. He looks like he can play tight end for the University of Tennessee living down there.
They call him Tennessee Tarzan.
There's Mike. Right here, Buddy Hall, Jim Rempe. And here's the story. Hall leads it 8-3. He can win it if the 9 ball goes down right here.
It's about due to her. Oh, it was due, I'll tell you.
That big man splattered him.
Yes, he did.
Jim Rempe is a competitor. He needs this one. And he needs something to happen good on the break.
One time I had something easy to start with.
And he's got a very tough shot. He's got to hit it easy, get on the 2. They may hit it hard and try and make the 3 ball also. Gotta watch he doesn't hit the 4 here and scratch. 4-3. Not an easy shot. And he's left Buddy no shot at all. It'll hit low right here. Right down to the bottom rail.
You'll hear the crowd react if this ball goes down. flag. Look at that. There's the white towel.
He wants to shoot it.
There's our champion, and there's the sportsmanship.
I needed it.
Jim Rempe.
I needed it for my ego.
Buddy Hall.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, they're standing here, Alan. They like it. All right. Jim Rempe threw out the white towel. He surrenders. Buddy Hall is our winner. He's defeated Jim Rempe. We're going to come back and talk to Buddy right after this.
Here is the phone of tomorrow, the Webcore 757 Executive. You can dial it without removing the receiver.
Hello?
If the line is busy, your Webcore keeps trying automatically, and you can redial your last number by pushing one button. The Webcore 757 stores up to 16 phone numbers, which you can recall at the touch of two buttons. There's a speaker for group listening, and a mute switch when you don't want the party on the other end to hear you. It even has a light-up hold button and a ringer you can turn off for privacy. The Webcore Zip 757 is sold nationally for $139.95. But now you can buy direct for only $69.95. Use your credit card for rush delivery. Here's how to order.
Use your credit card for immediate delivery. Call toll-free 1-800-255-2000 or send check or money order for $69.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to Webcore 757. P.O. Box 3500, Department ESPN, West Caldwell, New Jersey.
Tomorrow, ESPN delivers a live ACC doubleheader. Wake Forest faces Virginia, and highly ranked Duke plays Clemson live tomorrow.
This is ESPN, the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
Well, this big guy, Buddy Hall, just owned this tournament. Here's a shot that earns him $15,000 in the championship. There's the congratulations from Jim Rempe, who finished second. Buddy Hall went through this tournament undefeated. And he is our champion. There's the story. There's what Hall picks up. And then Rempe. Nick Varner was very strong. He picked up $7,500. And Earl Strickland, who has won this competition, picked up $5,000. And then a tie for 5th with Dominguez and Dobosinski. They pick up $3,000. Alan Hopkins has both Jim Rempe and Buddy Hall with him. And let's go right to Alan.
Okay, Irv. Jimmy, I talked to you earlier, the first match you played with Buddy, and then you came back and played good against Nick, and you told me you lost to Buddy on purpose so you could be on TV 3 times. You killed Varner, and then you come back and played Buddy again. Did you really do that for that reason?
Oh, the plan was working perfect, except for the last session. Buddy played awful good on me, and I made a few mental mistakes early in the game, and a lot of things happened on the table that some of the players will recognize that the general public won't. But things like that happen in pool, and it's just, if you're meant to win this a tournament, you're meant to win, and there's nothing you can do or nobody can change it.
Playing good against these finals, and Jimmy Rempe, you played super, 2 matches, and how'd you feel about playing? You played great in the finals.
I was real nervous.
Were you?
I was really nervous, yeah. And I felt like I played real well in the finals. And like Jimmy said, maybe the public may not recognize it, but he made a couple errors early in the match. But all in all, I thought he played a good tournament himself. He said he played good matches here and there. I thought he played real good all the way through it.
So you weren't trying to be on TV 3 times then? You just wanted to win the tournament?
I just trying to win the tournament, yeah.
All right, buddy. You got 15,000 more. I think I'm going to grow my beard back. Okay. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Irv.
All right, good job, Alan Hopkins. And boy, there's a happy guy. He's won $15,000. He's got the big paycheck and the trophy. Frank McGowan from Corner Pockets is to the right of him. Dave Cox from Caesars to the left. So it's a happy scene here. Our champion is Buddy Hall. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. For Alan Hopkins, thanks for joining us. Good day.
United Airlines to Hong Kong and to Tokyo. Fly a friend to the Far East.
Fly to friendly skies.
SportsCenter Plus is brought to you by Mobil Super Unleaded Gasoline. Higher octane for better performance.
Hi, hello, and welcome back to the ESPN SportsCenter. I'm George Grande. Full Contact Karate coming up in just a couple of minutes. In the meantime, let's update you on what's happening in the world of sports. You can color Doug Flutie, a New Jersey general of the USFL. Flutie and his agent Bob Wolf announced earlier today that he had agreed in principle to a new contract with the Generals, would sign that contract next week and be ready to go in training camp and ready for the start of the USFL season. Flutie will be seen, incidentally, for the first time on ESPN March the 1st, when New Jersey is scheduled to take on Orlando. The deal should be worth $7 million over a 5-year period. We'll have complete details, including a word from Flutie's agent, Bob Wolf, and also a word from the New Jersey Generals. That's on the SportsCenter at 11:30 Eastern. We'll take a look at the National Basketball Association and the National Hockey League after we pause for this timeout for Mobil.
What a bummer. Another engine we can't mess up.
How could Mobil do this to me?
Yeah. Make their super unleaded gasoline that good.
It's really powerful.
High octane is so...
Knocking and pinging is becoming a lost art.
Yeah. I just hope nobody else finds out how good their gasoline is. How could they find out?
Mobil could make a television commercial.
Nah.
Bring out your best.
I wasn't drafted till the 7th round. They don't even know my name.
Bring out your best. Budweiser Light. Bring out your best. Budweiser Light. Bring out your best.
The best.
Schroeder, huh?
It has a taste all its own. Enjoy it.
Budweiser Light.
When you have a dream, unreachable as it may seem. Impossible dreams become reality when you strive to become the best you can be. The biggest taste you've ever found. The one that never lets you down. Coke is it. To all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a savvy special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a savvy special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a savvy special sauce, lettuce, cheese. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
You gotta reach deep inside.
We always run faster together. Maybe it's the baton. Maybe it's the way we push each other.
Bring out your best Budweiser Light. Bring out your best Budweiser Light.
The best has a taste all its own. Enjoy it.
Just for the rock of it, just for the roll of it. Diet Coke. Just for the look of it, just for the kick of it, the real cola taste of it. Diet Coke. Just for the joy of it. Just for the just for the love of it. Just for the one of it. From Coca-Cola. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
America's meat and potatoes. McDonald's Quarter Pounder and Fries.
All American beef, golden crispy fries. From the heartland to the highland, it's a taste that satisfies. From the beef-loving badlands across this country wide, it's meat and potatoes, Quarter Pounder and Fries.
America's meat and potatoes. Quarter Pounder and Fries.
McDonald's and you.
Those who ride the luge are like a small club, and they're the only ones who know if you're good.
Clear for Conway, USA.
Bring out your best Budweiser Light. Bring out your best Budweiser Light.
The best.
Hey, Conway, ride with us.
It has a taste all its own. Enjoy it.
Budweiser Light. In the heat, every place, for good taste. The biggest taste you've ever found, the one that never lets you down, the most refreshing taste around. Cookies.
No time for breakfast. There's always time for McDonald's.
On your mark, get set, start. Your morning at McDonald's, we're right on your way.
We got it fast, fresh, friendly. What a way to start your day. Egg McMuffin on the run, hot coffee to go. Carry out, drive on through. Either way, you know it's great when we're together.
Don't start without us.
McDonald's and
Proud sponsor of the '84 Olympics.
It could happen again. Head wall's icy. Forget about it.
bring out your best. Bring out your best. Budweiser Light.
The best has a taste all its own. Enjoy it.
Budweiser Light.
This is ESPN, the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.